Okay, before we proceed, before we proceed, can I put this into vote? How many are you okay with me using English as a medium for teaching, and how many are you who prefer much better using BM or Malay? Not other language. I can only have these two as a medium for teaching because I'm not fluent with any other. So how many are you okay with me using English, and how many are you prefer me to use BM? Because of course I have to admit, even though I seems like okay in English, I'm a bit unpracticed with talking English. I'm okay with written English, but as you can see, when I talk, there's a lot of broken Englishes, and my sentence, my grammatical error is quite huge. So yeah, I do note that I need to practice, but of course, not at the risk of you guys not understanding what I'm trying to say or lectures. So which one do you prefer, English or BM?
DM boleh sir, doktor? Tak pun campur.
Okay, BM. Okay, okay lah, saya campur lah. Sebab I do need to practice my English, and also if there is an audit, if someone is masuk kelas kita and trying to review whether or not I teach is okay or not, they'll be expecting me to speak in English. So yeah, I'll try to speak in English lah. But of course, for my own personal apa ni juga, personal goals juga is to speak better English. So English isn't the cage of intellectuality, but it is based on practice. So kalau nak cakap English bagus, kena practice banyak lah. So that's why I need to practice my English. And besides, some more, I have received actually the past few months, kita orang ada session dengan industry. And apparently, orang kata orang budak UiTM ni, it's not that korang tak bagus. It's just that korang reserve. I'm not sure business punya school macam mana. But for engineering memang orang kata suka behind belakang tabir lah. So that's not a good thing lah. Sebab belakang tabir ni what happen is you'll be forever in that position lah. Takkan dia maju lah. Even though technically you power. So I'm not sure how business students are, but my advice is if that is also true for business school, maksudnya if you guys pergi mana-mana and industri kata business school ni pun sama je, budak UiTM lah basically. Kalau budak UiTM ni sama je, tak pandai apa, tak well spoken. So actually this is the place where you need to practice your English. Not to say semua industri pakai English, but if you're trying to work with what you call that, yang top 20 company tu, selalu dipanggil dalam industri tu macam yang multinational company lah, English will be your medium regardless of how fluent you are. So kalau tak nak malu time kerja nanti, time sekarang ni lah nak practice English between us, between lecturers, between all the Malays here. Kita tak ada saingan bangsa lain. So practice English kat sini lah. So that said, if any of you when I try to address you or when you want to speak English, feel free. Jangan rasa poyo ke apa ke, jangan. This is the place where you need to practice. Dah tak ada tempat lah. Kalau kat rumah tu cakap Melayu, takkanlah dekat tiba-tiba pergi kerja boleh cakap English pandai pula kan. Kat sini lah nak buat silly mistake tu. Okay, same goes to me lah. I'm also speaking English isn't that good. I would say isn't that good. I would sometimes lost for words, even though I have experience working in a multinational company. Okay, before that, my name, first of all, is Ilham, Dr. Ilham. I've got my PhD in 2016 in engineering, electrical engineering. And before I work as a lecturer, before I come in as a lecturer, I was a postgrad, of course, getting a PhD. But before getting my PhD, I was working with 2 years in an oil and gas company. The first year after graduated degree, I was working with Samdabi Engineering. Samdabi Engineering was closed down because malpractice, I guess, in business. something got to do dengan dia project lah, terpusing sana terpusing sini, silap pusing, end up tak tahulah siapa yang sonlap ke apa ke, tapi end up pusing, end up salah pusing, end up uh, tak dapat cover the new project. I'm pretty sure business school is much more fluent lah dengan isu-isu ni. Maksudnya dia ambil duit project ni untuk handle project ni, and then dia ada project pula ambil duit project ni. So maybe dia mismanage ke ataupun dia tersilap counting ke. I'm not saying bad things lah. Tapi menyebabkan the whole subdivision of Sun Diving Engineering itu tutup. So it's a huge thing lah back then in 2008. And then after that company tutup, I was offered to work as one of the oil and gas industries punya vendor to support them. And then I was working with them for 1 year before I'm being offered a PhD post lah. Maksudnya UiTM offer scholarship lah untuk sambung PhD. Okay. Working with multinational company, especially bila bekerja dengan klien, Petronas, Subjet, ESO and all that, I have to say, even though dekat Malaysia, your English is still very important. So that is why I tekankan juga English ni. I'm not sure. Sekejap ya. Sorry, ada biasalah ODL kat rumah anak. So that said, I'm even though I'm good at writing English, but my speaking English is still, like I said, sometimes I'm lost at all, sometimes at loss of words. Sometimes I'm still lost at words. Even I believe korang yang most probably, kalau siapa yang memang household dia memang cakap English, I think you guys will be much better than me. So that's why I need to practice also. But of course, when I present, I have no problem with the English. But conversation, I'm having trouble holding a conversation. That's the main problem for me. Okay, so that said, saya dah ada 4 tahun experience industry before having a post as a lecturer. And after graduating PhD, terus pergi ke Terengganu, and I have been here for 5 years, I guess, since 2016, if I'm not mistaken. So I've been missing a year because for that year, tahun 2019 hingga 2020, I was out doing what you call that, industrial attachment dengan company di Mid Valley, supposedly to do AI. But I was stuck doing because of MCO and whatnot. I'm still stuck at hardware, but the reason why I'm telling you this is because after this I'll be having another title in front of my name, which is IR. For engineering, IR is professional engineers lah. So I'll be IR doctor something. But of course, again another MCO. So BEM biasalah kerja government ni. Hantar hari ni tak tahu lah tahun bila pula tu dia akan proses dengan MCO ni. So we'll see. That said, saya before I got my PhD, I got my degree. I haven't got a master, meaning daripada degree I lompat directly to PhD being offered by UiTM. But I also started from diploma. Sorry, you guys are degree. Okay, I started from diploma in UTM, and then sambung kerja 2 tahun, sambung degree, kerja 2 tahun, offered PhD, then now here I am. I'm not sure how you guys can relate with this information, but for me, I would say don't stop lah. Maksudnya, if you're finding yourself at a dead end job, try to tambah skill. That's what I get. That's what I believe the lesson learned from my experience is try tambah skill, especially zaman sekarang ni where mendapat degree isn't your ticket to getting a high paying job. Zaman korang, challenges korang sangat-sangat besar compared to when I was at your age. My age is harder than the previous generation because previous generation as long as dapat degree je, especially mak bapak korang mak bapak korang dapat degree je, insyaAllah high cushion job whatever mesti ada dapat dalam tangan orang. But zaman selepas saya, zaman selepas saya, Ada degree tu macam dime in a dozen, bukan dime in a dozen, macam banyak lah, bersepah lah. So dime in a dozen lah, betul lah. Sorry, dime in a dozen lah, bersepah. So tak ada niche kat situ. So that said, our challenges is really different. Whereby I'm lucky enough that I'm able to secure a job. You guys might not be ni lah, especially zaman-zaman MCO ni kan. So saya rasa korang pun risau juga. That said, sebenarnya banyak lagi cara untuk apa ni. Okay, the reason why I'm telling you all this because business kan, korang mesti dalam otak nak apa, what to do after this, nak business ke kerja ke. I'm not sure lah how you guys plan your future is, but I recognize your guys punya challenges, but at the same time, you guys actually ada banyak opportunities juga. Sementara nak kumpul modal, nak apa, boleh buat gig economy, korang ada apa online platform yang korang boleh generate income with. Cuma like I said, skill. So kenapa saya membebel panjang-panjang pasal skill ni? Ada satu sebab. One of the thing is subjek yang korang nak belajar ni, EPO626. Okay, for business, waktu mula-mula dengar subjek ni, maybe you guys think that why do I have to learn about this? Why do I feel? Why do UiTM tells you that you need to learn about this subject? Because first thing first, this is where your capital cost of operation will be bogged down with in the future. Let's say lah korang buka business and korang ada korang punya maybe korang decide to buka set up a company yang hire most probably lah berjaya kan, ada satu office 200 employees, and you find out that I'm not sure whether you guys had experience hiring people or maintaining staff, tapi these are the most difficult things in life lah, maintaining staff. And most of the capital, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, again, I'm electrical engineering, bukan business. So the main capital that I think yang akan bog down korang punya operation will be electricity bill. Korang punya, let's say lah, kalau betul lah korang punya company besar, boleh hire 200 orang, satu bangunan tu korang punya office, I would say 30 to 40% of korang punya day to day operation punya, bukan day to day lah, monthly or yearly punya operation is being bogged down by electricity. So this is where you learn how to calculate and hopefully how to save, how to monitor, how efficient you are in using electricity, or in dalam bahasa engineeringnya energy lah. Energy ni melibatkan electricity, melibatkan air, udara, whatever energy yang diperlukan untuk light up, sejukkan, or apa lagi yang diperlukan, anything lah, basically tapi untuk bangunan, untuk business operation, elektrik dan juga air lah. So these two bills yang akan, kalau if I'm not mistaken, saya pernah tengok bill kilang lah, especially boleh cecah millions per month. So imagine kalau korang boleh save 50 or 40% of that bills, even 100% sebenarnya korang boleh save. Tapi investment capital dia sangat besar lah. So kenapa belajar subjek ni? Because of in the long run nanti korang nak belajar, maybe korang company bagus ke apa ke, these are the steps yang korang boleh buat lah untuk help recognize the problem first. Nak solve any kind of problem, recognize the problem first. Depan recognize, buat monitoring, and then buat improvement, and then buat monitoring lagi sekali, and then improvement, monitoring, and continuous. So these are the things that you're going to learn in the subject. Okay, harap saya tak membebel panjang-panjang, tak melalut sangat, but basically this is the brief yang saya nak cerita berkenaan subjek ni lah, yang generalnya dulu. Okay, then we go into the minute detail. So kalau tengok sini kita ada 30 orang at least, now baru 26. So make sure everyone is here. Sebenarnya saya membebel panjang-panjang tu panjang-panjang tu I want you guys to fill up the attendance list sebab nanti tak nak keluar kabut. Tapi baru 26. But please do fill up the attendance. Okay, so now we go back to the link summary. So as you can see, I put here registration, which I'm still not able to access the Terengganu website yet. So I'll be linking this down later down the road when I'm able to access and the server is up. Okay, then we look into course information. Okay, as you can see, you can just click the link and it will bring you to the proper document that you want to see. So this is a 3 credit hour subject with 3 hours of lecture and 1 hour of tutorial. But of course, it is up to me whether I want to do lecture or tutorial depending on the progress. Of course, you guys can download all these documents, and if you guys want to have a hard copy or a soft copy for your own safekeeping, you can just download it and just click on the link. And all the other things here aren't that particularly interest to you except for the course evaluation. So as you can see, there's an assignment, there's a group project, and there's a test. There's no final. And for assignment, it's 20%. Assignment, it can be tutorial or assignment, depends on but I'll try not to give you too much of assignment. For me, you guys aren't exactly learning one subject per semester, right? So I'll try to give maybe 1 or 2 assignment only. But of course, it's 20%. Group project, this is at the end of this semester where you guys will form a group to come up with a proposal to help a company to reduce their electrical energy consumption or water bill or whatever energy consumption that you're trying to improve lah. So you'll be needing a data which either you can Google it. I've tried last time. Some of your seniors are able to get the data, but but you don't have to worry lah. I'm not going to be too nitpicky about this group project. I'm trying to help you to get a good result from this subject. But of course, you have to pull your own weight. I'm not going to carry you until you finish. This is your degree. Your degree does not have my name on it. So everything is your work, but I'm not going to make it difficult for you. So but of course, that said, you'll still be needing the data from Google. At the same time, I'm also me and my team, all the lecturers of electrical engineering here, are also trying to get a real life data from you at Terengganu. Because if you recall, in Terengganu we have installed tons of solar panel, so that can be one of the data that you can use in this group project proposal. But of course, it depends on whether BPF, which is the one managing the solar panel, whether they want to share the data or not. Kenapa diorang tak nak share? Maybe because confidentiality, tapi lebih kepada diorang malas lah sebenarnya. But if they do share, you guys will be getting it lah. So you most probably won't have to use Google lah to get the data. But if they don't want to share, then I can give some sample, but not so much that everyone can use it. But of course, I can show to you how to get the data from the Google later on when I brief on group project. Okay, so group project is 50% and test is 30%. You'll be having 2 tests, test 1 and test 2. I'll be elaborating this on later a bit. Sorry, excuse me. So all in all, will be 100% based on work you done during semester, not during final. So make sure attendance fulfill okay, assignment submit, group project do it to the best of your ability, and test, although it's important, but it's only 30%. If you tackle group project and assignment good, there will be a chance that you'll still get an A. But of course, depending on your test lah. If your test is only 5% only, then no point juga. So try to put effort lah during semester, because remember this subject has no final, so you wouldn't have any more chances once semester finish. Okay, semester finish. Before semester study, what you call that, cuti belajar, before cuti SEM, apa nama, sorry lah, dalam otak ni tengah banyak subjek tengah jalan dalam otak. Cuti ulang kaji, before cuti ulang kaji. So kalau korang tak tackle benda-benda ni dalam semester, habis start je cuti ulang kaji tu, dah habislah korang punya peluang untuk dapatkan A untuk subjek ni. Sebenarnya effort tak banyak pun. Assignment dengan group project ni fulfillkan betul-betul. Test ni as long as dapat setengah pun tak, even though jangan fail lah basically. Jangan fail, insyaAllah ada chance lagi dapat A. I'm not saying you should, but of course if you dah banyak sangat subjek, I'm not sure how you guys punya loading semester, but these are the strategies that you could use. Okay. Okay, reference being used is Mirjana Radovanovic. I haven't had this book here, but the reason, the reference that basically FKE Electrical Engineering is using is basically from AMAS, which is Green Technology Malaysia. Okay, if you want to know, actually all the syllabus that you're learning in this semester actually entitle you guys to get a green technology certification tau. Korang entitled, kalau bila korang dah habis syllabus ni, and let's say lah, maybe korang nak set up korang punya consultant company advising on energy efficiency, you can, provided korang pergi ke green technology, bayar dia punya fees, and then sit on their exam, and then you'll get that certification. REMS, dia panggil Renewable Energy Efficiency Manager. REMS tu, you guys can set up your own company, consultation untuk advise company-company ataupun propose company-company yang terlibat kat mana kat Malaysia, in the whole Malaysia je, ataupun ASEAN, ASEAN pun applicable, for them to improve their electricity bill, therefore reducing and cutting their operational costs to almost zero, from 100 to zero, kalau provided orang ada banyak capital lah, which is sangat-sangat susah lah cari klien macam tu kan. They can you can propose to them ni, of course you get the money lah, of course there is some structure that you can use to get the money from that savings. So jangan cakap belajar ni tak guna yang EPO626 ni, memang boleh hadir ke real life korang untuk menjana duit. Tapi of course that said, it's not as black and white lah. Of course you have to know that green technology punya REMS ni, Renewable Energy Efficiency Manager ni, has been existing since 2018 ke 17 if I'm not mistaken, but quite a long time lah. So there are actually a lot of REMS manager or someone yang officially dah certified by green technology. So janganlah expect senang. So, but if you guys do want to try that, you can have it after completing this semester. Of course, you have to pay lah green technology for that. Green Technology Malaysia for that applicability to sit on the exam, but you don't have to complete their courses lah maksudnya, sebab korang dah belajar kat sini. Okay, to one of the perks belajar subjek ni. Okay, so these are the content of the syllabus yang korang akan belajar. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, and at the end of Chapter 4, korang akan buat korang punya group project. So this is the schedule. Korang ada entrance survey process. Jangan lupa entrance, siapa salah eja ni, entrance ni. Make sure everyone is see entrance survey process. And then korang akan ada test 1 somewhere along before 21st ni kot. Date to be announced later, but supposedly before mid-semester break. So because we want to cover Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. And then we'll at the end of semester break, korang akan continue dengan Chapter 3, yang mana Chapter 3 ni is quite critical untuk korang belajar pasal what you call that, the laws. Subjek ni banyak pasal laws law dengan akta-akta yang terlibat untuk korang set upkan energy team, energy management team. Ni considering if you guys are working in a company lah. So this is where you learn on how to set up a management team to monitor and delegate energy efficiency work. Okay, and then korang ada Christmas special leave 25th to 1st January, and then after that we'll continue with chapter 4. Chapter 4 ni banyak calculation sikit sebab dia melibatkan return of investment, ROI and whatnot. And also how to chart on the, what do you call that, the electricity bill tu, macam mana nak tengok nak set up the base and how to calculate the savings. So chapter 4 there'll be a lot of calculating a bit, not so much to the extent yang sampai kena pakai algebra ke apa, tak ada, jangan risau. Tambah tolak darah bahagi je, cuma maybe accounting sikit lah kot, using graph plotting and also macam mana nak guna Excel. That's the most yang I would say going to be expected lah from chapter 4. And then during chapter 4 ni akan ada test 2, most probably akan cover chapter 3 and the earlier chapter 4. And after that baru korang buat korang punya project, group project punya presentation. So meaning group project tu will be started somewhere along week 11 lah kot. Saya akan dah start briefkan lah what is expected for you guys to come up with, and by the time week 14 dah kena present lah korang punya project. Okay, and then tak ada final, cuma kami akan buat markings during this ni lah, before semester break ni. Nothing you guys to be concerned of lah. Okay, so and then you can get my detail here, Dr. Ilham, or if you guys want to see me face to face later when it's allowed, you can go to Intellect PP86 Dungun. This is my phone number, or since we've met in WhatsApp, so I guess everyone also already know this, so don't have to focus much on that. But I would say among all these chapters, the most boring one will be chapter 1 lah, yes, because this one, chapter global energy trends and energy efficiency standard and labeling. This is purely on, why global warming, why do we need energy efficiency. So it'll be quite sleepy, but I'll try to make it as interesting as possible. That said, I'm also a human. I have drawbacks. I have orang kata kelebihan, tapi more drawbacks than kelebihan, and kelebihan tu tak melibatkan bercerita lah. Maksudnya kalau saya cerita tu boleh tidur lah. Macam ada orang tu bila dia cerita tu, wah semangat gila kan. I'm not that kind of person. So I'll try my best. I'll try to include video ke apa ke, but at the end of it, I'm still human. So forgive me lah kalau dah boring tu, boring juga lah. Okay. Ada soalan? Anything about course outline that you want me to clarify before we move forward? Ke semua dah tidur dah ni?
Setakat ni tak ada.
Alright. Okay, that's it. Then kita pergi ke perancangan kuliah, which is what has been planned by LIC, and this is not too often. Basically, this one is actually for the whole. This is from the LIC, so I'll be remedying this later, but this is actually for C and D, which is my class. Same thing actually sebenarnya. So again, the same thing. We'll be looking at week 1 to week 3, where I will be trying to tackle chapter 1 up to the end of chapter 1, and then week 4 and week 6. Week 4 to week 6, we'll be focusing on chapter 2. Week 7 and week 10 I'll try to tackle chapter 3, and finally week 11 to week 14 for chapter 4. So kenapa nak tengok benda ni? senang lah korang nak tengok progress korang, where you guys are right now. In case lah terlajak test 1 kan, korang lupa test 1 cover mana, so tengok sini lah korang kat mana sekarang ni. Or maybe saya terlambat ke apa ke, korang rasa macam sepatutnya sampai sini ke, then you guys can let me know here lah. Okay, and the bottom ni tak ada apa, cuma expected lah. Week 6 ni nak bagi assignment, sepatutnya planningnya week 6, nampak satu je assignment ni. Test week 12, ni saya kena tally balik betul ke week 12 ya, saya macam tak je. Okay, and group project preparation is on week 13. Tadi saya cakap week 11 silap, rupanya week 13. And then kena make sure week 13 ni submit juga SUFO dengan exit survey ni, kalau kena siap VC. And then week 14 planningnya nak buat presentation, but we'll see how, sebab selalunya week 14 ni dah start apa, cuti ulang gaji kan, so revision week, so takut kena kabut. Selalunya week 14 ni memang ramai akan buat test lah apalah, so we'll see how. Hopefully boleh lah, sebab again markah korang is for the whole semester, not just tak ada final kan, so penting ni project presentation. Okay, so that's on skema kerja. Okay, then we look into lecture notes. Okay, lecture notes ni subjek ni dia sedikit serabai. You guys have to know that this subject is actually being diwahyukan oleh Shah Alam. So what happen is somebody dekat Shah Alam tu dia buat kerja bersepah sikit, so nota dia pun bersepah-sepah, but I've helped you guys by putting this 1, 2 and 3. So even though TC03, but it will be the first one being discussed during class this semester. So TC03, TC01, baru TC02, and then same lah, chapter 2 ni satu ni je. But for chapter 3, dia bersepah-sepah. So originally what we had was all the notes are being just dump it like this panjang-panjang. So pening, even lecturer pun pening, kalau student lagi lah pening. So saya dah memudahkan ikut chapter, and saya bagi numeric labeling lah. So janganlah cakap saya tak buat kerja, saya buat juga. Even though ramai kata lecturer ni kerja senang, tapi dah rasa dia baru tahulah. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ni is turutan yang you should lecture will be progressing through lah. Okay, so I'll be trying to use this one for both of my classes, C and D. So observe yang nombor tu lah, tu saya bagi tahu tu sebab takut korang pening, especially yang chapter 4 ni. Actually chapter 4 ni 12 ni je, tapi saya masukkan juga what you call that, sample lah, dokumen yang boleh membantu juga memahamkan lah. Macam ni yang daripada Shah Alam ni. Ini membantu in the sense that dia generalizekan sikit, dia detailkan sikit apa yang saya akan bincang dekat 12 ni. So this is a good slide, so that's why I put it here, but most probably we'll just briefly go into it lah, untuk guide korang macam mana nak buat punya project nanti. Okay, other than that, you guys can see there's tons of other notes here, although not applicable, but if you guys need some other helps or maybe some other reference, can also look into this to help you guys with the group mini project later. Okay, and that's it. Kalau korang perasan korang punya link summary ni ada lagi tambah-tambahan bawah ni. So this is actually the idea by Encik Azri, where korang boleh tengok progress tu per weekly basis directly from link summary ni. So macam kalau saya katakanlah saya dah cover chapter 3 for example, chapter TCO, patutnya TCO1 dulu kan, TCO2 dulu kan, sorry TCO3. So katakanlah saya dah start dengan TCO3, dah habis chapter TCO3, then tick lah, saya tick sini, then that means tinggal TCO1, TCO2 tak cover lagi. So this is where you should be able to orang kata monitor your progress lah right now, where you are right now. I'm not sure why you need to do that, but if you need to do that, there's a way here. Kalau saya dulu dalam belajar, saya ikut je, lepas tu dah test baru kelang kabut nak buka semua kan. Tapi I guess this is more because to assist you guys on ODL, in order that korang tahu korang ni time ODL tidur, Lepas tu baru nak belajar. Sebenarnya dia sampai cari ke mana ni? Inilah dia cara dia nak tolong. But of course, that said, ODL sepatutnya on camera so jangan tidur dalam kelas. Sekarang hari ni bolehlah nak tidur sebab saya pun tak cik lah kalau saya suruh awak buka kamera, saya tak buka kamera kan. Tapi after this, once my camera arrived, I'll be making it a necessity lah. Maksudnya semua orang kena buka kamera untuk menunjukkan belajar. Macam ni kalau sekarang ni korang tengah golek-golek pakai kain sarung kat luar pun saya tak tahu lagi ni. Sila-sila ada tengah naik motor, tengah naik basikal, tengah mengayuh gini. So, lah. Faham lah Okay, tapi kalau tengok sini, dia punya susunan most probably isn't accordingly to what I've said here. You have to remember the reason why this is important because this is what is being deemed important by Shah Alam to tengok ni perancangan course outline. Shah Alam kata start should be energy policies whereby kalau kita buka dengan TC01 it is actually energy scenario. So for me honestly for me guys I rasa it is better kita ikut TC01. But of course when there's an audit I need to prove that I follow the course outline ini sebab the reason being there must be some flow yang UiTM nak kita follow. So I don't want to be somebody yang anti-vaksin lah kononnya kat sini. So kita ikut je benda yang mudah kan, buat apa nak susah kan, ikut je lah. So nanti rasanya Encik Azri akan update balik link-link ni to reflect progress as course outline minta lah. So kita akan start TC03 hopefully lah, jangan dibuat lupa pula. Okay, and then and then kita akan ada satu Google Classroom yang mana will be the focal point where I'll be giving you your assignment, tutorial and test or quiz. So that Google Classroom tu saya dah set up tapi rasanya isunya sebab saya tak ingat semalam kenapa saya tak siapkan lagi. Tapi dah ada tapi saya tak linkkan lagi. Saya rasa some final details kot saya nak kena set up. Nanti saya double check balik. Tapi once saya dah set up, dah confirm, saya akan bagi link tu dekat dalam WhatsApp group lah. Okay, other than that, kalau ikut pemahaman saya, last semester kami buat test semua online. In fact, ada yang objektif, so memudahkan korang juga lah sebenarnya nak menjawab. And then, even though nampak korang, saya tahu ODL kan, ramai je yang boleh open book. But, question yang kami keluarkan tu, adalah a few, one or two yang memang keluar sikit daripada books. So, make sure belajar lah jangan ambil mudah, dah tunggu test baru nak buka buku, silaplah strategi tu. Memang akan makan dalam lah sebab considering korang punya carry mark pun memang harapkan tu je. Tapi as long as tak fail and korang do your, macam saya cakap tadi lah, strategi yang kata kalau test tak semenggah tapi nak harapkan A juga, bolehlah menggunakan praktis presentation dan juga assignment, group project dengan assignment. That can be one of the backup plan lah. Okay, sorry Okay, course outline. Again, korang semua benda ni accessible for korang. So kalau korang nak download ataupun nak dapatkan dia punya hard copy ke, just download from the link I have given here. And group project ni pun nanti akan debrief secara lebih detail at the end of at week 13. So jangan risau lagi sekarang, cuma nak bagi tahu adalah group project. Kalau nak tengok-tengok, nak ambil feel dulu, bolehlah. Just click dia sebenarnya, tak ada benda pun. Jadi tengok apa benda yang expected, ni question apa yang korang nak try jawab. Basically kalau tengok ni, korang kena come up with a proposal lah. Kena bayangkan, imagine korang set up korang punya energy management efficiency punya consultation firm and korang nak approach Sony lah, for example Sony TV kat Bangi tu, ataupun Petronas dekat Ketih tu, with a proposal to help them solve their problem but in a way that after a few years baru dia orang boleh dapat realization saving. Maksudnya saving tu korang pegang dulu ke untuk invest ke apa ke, pulanglah itu strategi korang. Tapi korang dapat duit based on that saving. Itu one of the biasa yang saya dengar lah orang buat. In fact, tak silap saya UiTM Dungun yang pasang solar ni pun dia punya modal tak ada keluar apa-apa pun. UiTM tak ada keluar modal pun if I'm not mistaken untuk pasang solar banyak-banyak dekat parking Intellect tu. Semua is being borne by vendor yang pasang. Tapi dia punya scheme architecture dia is that every month yang UiTM bayar bill, UiTM kena bayar bill ke dia orang dulu, baru dia orang akan settlekan dengan TNB. Maksudnya dia dah ambil portion yang saving tu yang dia dah kira, and then dia settlekan bill TNB yang yang solar tu dah save kan. So sebenarnya korang UiTM still bayar full untuk bill api, tapi in terms of penggunaan memang dah kurang. So sebenarnya bill tu dah kurang, tapi sebab vendor tu yang dah invest everything, infrastructure, pasangkan main hours apa semua, upah-upah dia, so and UiTM tak payah keluarkan capital, so vendor tu berhak dapatkan duit saving tu untuk dia punya upah selama beberapa tahun lah, bukannya selama-lamanya, sampai tempoh capital itu realize lah, agreed upon between UiTM and vendor. So those are the things yang korang akan belajar dalam subjek ni. Okay, tu je lah kot yang saya nak cerita. Ini pun dah sejam dah pumpang-pumpang saya ambil sorang-sorang. Ada question? Ada apa-apa inquiry yang nak saya clarifikan before kita end our class? Link summary boleh dapat di WhatsApp group punya group description ya. Ya, Sharina Nazwa, please. Nak tanya apa tadi? Angkat tangan tadi, Sharina.
Oh, tak ada tadi tu tekan.
Tekan. Saja nak suruh saya sebut nama awak.
Tak ada.
Okey. Apa lagi saya rasa penting yang saya nak kena bagi tahu hari ni? Tujuh lah. Lagi pun first class kan, kita tak expect much lah, except for nak dapatkan attendance and then nak brief course outline je. Okay lah, tu je lah kot. Kalau tak ada apa-apa, kalau ada soalan boleh interject me anytime before kita end session. Kalau tak ada, kita tamatkan kelas kita hari ini dengan tasbih kifarah dan surah wal ars.